If I was taking a transportation to the Magic Kingdom, I would take the ferry boat because it's a lot more reliable than the monorails.
I'm just absolutely shook by that.
Hello, beautiful humans, and welcome back to our channel. My name is Frankie, your Michigan-based half of the theme park Damsels. I sent Riley on a new challenge for us on this channel. My goal for Riley was to try to hit all forms of transportation at Walt Disney World. Also challenged her to hit all 4 theme parks and do an activity in each park. Want to really showcase how you can navigate between the parks if you don't have a car with you. What are your options for that? Really excited to see how Riley does in this. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Hello, beautiful humans. My name is Riley, and I'm the Florida-based half of the theme park Damsels. And now I got another challenge from Frankie, and I am so excited about this one. Today, she said, Riley, I'm going to need you to go to Walt Disney World and take all the different forms of transportation and learn everything that you can about them.
The monorail was not a paid actor in this.
Not only that, but we have to go to each of the 4 parks a different way and do an activity in each park. So today, the star is going to be Disney Transportation. Disney is known for its world-class theme parks, its amazing hotels, but it also has incredibly reliable transportation all throughout its resort. So we're gonna have the 4 big ones. We're gonna have our boats, our monorail, of course, my favorite, the Skyliner, as well as the buses, and those are all going to be free transportation throughout the resort. And there is a paid option that we will not get into today because we're talking about the free stuff, and that is going to be the minivans, which are essentially Disney's version of like Uber or Lyft, but it is paid for, and it tends to be pretty expensive. The other upside to doing a minivan is you're going to get dropped closer to the entrances of the parks versus a Uber or a Lyft. But enough about that. I'm here at the Transportation and Ticket Center, the absolutely perfect place to kick off our transportation challenge. From here, this is going to be kind of your hub to get in and out of the Magic Kingdom, unless you're staying at one of those resorts because the buses take you right up front. We're going to start our day with taking the ferry, and that is the big giant kind of carrier boat. It's going to take us from the Transportation Ticket Center, or the TTC for short, into the entrance of the Magic Kingdom. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's get on that ferry and start this challenge. Okay, we are off the ferry, and Captain Larry was a lovely gentleman.
You mean to tell me Captain Larry drives the ferry? Do you think they call him Ferry Larry?
And he had 2 of the trading carts. So let's get into this. All of the Disney Transportation, they've got trading carts. And for the boat specifically, because there's so many different types of boats, each of the boats has its own trading card with fun facts on the back. And you know we love fun facts. So we've got 2 of the 3 that live on the Seven Seas Lagoon. One of those is the Motor Cruiser, the Motor Launch, which is, he said, was the most iconic because it was the ones here on opening day, and they used to be steam powered, but he was out of the ones for the ferry. So I'm gonna have to keep asking around to see if I can get a ferry trading card, because I just think it would be so cool to have all of them. But yeah, so next time you're here at Walt Disney World and you want like a fun free souvenir, go ahead and ask the transportation cast members if they've got these. Not all of them do. I asked maybe 4 or 5 on the boat. Captain Larry was the only one to have them. There was another lovely gentleman walking by, and I could tell that he was a captain. And so we got the ferry boat. Check it off. We got all 3 boats that live on the Seven Seas Lagoon. And then he also gave me, which he said was worth $50 on eBay. I don't know if he was pulling my leg or not, but they have co-captain cards for the boats. And he said I could either fill it out or leave it blank. It was up to me. Okay, into Magic Kingdom. Okay, I don't know what I was thinking, but the only obvious activity on Transportation Day is clearly the train. So we're gonna head upstairs and ride the train. So I was chatting with one of the cast members who works at the train. I asked for fun facts. One of them said that all of the trains are about 100 years old, but there's 4 of them, so they all have like different ages. And then most people don't believe them, or the trains are that old. And I said, well, why would they not? The carousel is about that old too. Trains age beautifully. So that's a fun fact for you. And then the other one is, so I was chatting with another cast member, and he was saying that they can tell each of the trains apart by their train whistle, which I thought was like the coolest thing ever.
That's crazy. I mean, I guess that's kind of like, you know, people's voices. You recognize people's voices. I recognize the train's voice when you're around them all day long. So that's a pretty fun fact though. And they're 100 years old, but they look pretty good for 100.
Anyway, we're going to be on to the next. We're going to take the monorail to Epcot. Let's go. All right, I am here at the Transportation Ticket Center with my two besties who work at the monorail system.
Hello.
Hi, introduce yourselves.
I'm Megan.
And I'm Mark.
Megan and Mark. All right, Megan, I've got two questions for you. First one is going to be, what is your favorite form of Disney transportation?
I would say my favorite form of Disney transportation is the monorail. Not just because I work for it, but if I was taking a transportation to the Magic Kingdom, I would take the ferry boat because it's a lot more reliable than the monorails, especially during the cold weather. They do not like the cold weather.
I'm just absolutely shook by that because I'm like a monorail purist kind of deal. Okay, what is your favorite form of transportation? Mark.
Also completely unbiased, but it is still the monorails. I like trains. They're fun.
Like, do you like the monorail more than like the steam train inside the Magic Kingdom?
Oh, no. No.
Wow.
Steam train 100%. But see, the steam train, I consider an attraction.
Sure,
Whereas the monorail is a form of transportation.
Right.
Yep.
A beyond just fun entertainment here. Okay, what is your favorite fun fact about the monorail system here at Walt Disney World?
My fun fact is that not many people know, but the trains can run in both directions. So we can switch ends and have them run out of, we call it cab 1 or cab 6. So they can do both directions, which is pretty cool. Yeah.
Perfect. Love that. And what is your favorite fun fact about the Walt Disney World monorail system?
My favorite fun fact about the system is that it was the second monorail system ever in the Western Hemisphere.
And what was the first?
Disneyland.
The OG. We love it. We love it. Thank you so much, guys, for your time. Give another big wave.
Love the cast members. Shout out. That was great. How fun. I did not know second monorail in the Western Hemisphere. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, well, yeah, that makes sense. Full of fun facts here.
We have made it to Epcot via monorail. So we got the monorail trading card, which I think the monorail is easily the most iconic Disney transportation that there is, but they told me that they only have one card and it's monorail teal. So not even like Red, the poster child, gets a card. They have one because it was quote unquote too expensive to print more. But I was like, the trams have multiple, they have one for every color. So like, why not the monorails? I don't know, it made me sad. Things of note about transportation to and from TTC, Magic Kingdom resorts, etc. So if you are staying at a Magic Kingdom resort that sits on the monorail, taking the monorail to Epcot is going to be your main form of transportation, as they don't run buses on the regular to and from your hotels. So if you take obviously the resort monorail to the Transportation Ticket Center, there's a direct walkover platform, then you will get on the monorail to Epcot. And I never do it, like I never take the monorail here because we never stay at the fancy schmancy hotels that sit on the monorail. But it is one of the most beautiful monorail rides. It circles the whole front half of the park to turn around and then head back to Transportation Ticket Center. So if you've never done it, I would absolutely say it's a must-do. But to me, there's nothing more like Epcot and iconic than the monorail going through and around Spaceship Earth. There is a big reason they call it the highway in the sky. Top speed on my cards that I got, it's going to be 40 miles per hour, which is about the same speed that the cars are going down below. So it's kind of fun to like kind of speed along above and see all the traffic down below. So let's go ahead and cross off monorail. We took the monorail as far as transportation goes and head inside. And I think my activity is going to be something I have never done before, but it is transportation related. So as long as it's running, the friendship boats is what I'm going to do for my activity. So let's head in and see what's going on.
I have also never taken the friendship boats.
We are off the friendship boat that runs from the Canada side of the port of entry back here to Germany and back. That's it. That's all it does. Back and forth all day long till about 7 o'clock. Yeah, like I said, I've never done it before, but it is a full-blown friendship boat. So that's my activity for Epcot. And now we're going to make our way to the International Gateway and head to the Skyliner. outside of Epcot, and I got the drill, the lowdown, the hot goss on the Friendship boats. So the Friendship boat that stays inside of the World Showcase stays there all day long. It is like a closed ecosystem, but it's the same style Friendship boats that's like over my shoulder here that runs from Epcot, the Swan, Dolphin, Yacht Club, Beach Club, Boardwalk to Hollywood Studios. But that boat stays inside that ecosystem all day long because security, and guests have to have security to get into the park. So at nighttime, it will then come out here and be used as a flex boat. And then I was also asking where the boats go to sleep at night. And they were saying that there's a marina behind China. So at nighttime, all the boats make their way back there to sleep and maintenance and all that good stuff. The cast members were not comfortable coming on camera, but I did ask their favorite fun facts about the Friendship boats specifically. And they said that they've got a 360 propeller. So the channel here behind me is sitting right outside the International Gateway, so we're the Skyliners back by France here, and it's a really tight, pretty tight channel, and they can turn completely around like on a dime. So their 360 propeller allows them to do that, so I thought that was really fun. That is going to kind of wrap up our boat session. And up next is going to be the Skyliner. One of the captains said that he used to work at the Skyliner, and there are 3 transportation cards for that. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all 3, but hopefully I can at least get one. And he said the best shot for that is to do that at the hub. So we're definitely racking up the cards. I've got the 4 different boat styles that I was around today. So the Magic Kingdom boats, I got all 3. And then the Friendship boat, and the one he said I'm missing is the Sasagula boats. And those are the Disney Springs and the Port Orleans boats, which I will not be doing today. So onto the Skyliner we go to Hollywood Studios. We have made our way to Hollywood Studios via the Skyliner. She is the new girl in town. She's the newest Disney transportation. So she is from Epcot to Hollywood Studios. You've got the boat option or the Skyliner option. She also goes to a couple resorts. So where does she go? Art of Animation and Pop Century, which are highest capacity resorts to my knowledge. They've got a Skyliner station. There's a hub at Caribbean Beach, and she also goes to the Riviera. I was able to chat quickly with the Skyliner cast members, and they both said they absolutely love working the Skyliner, that it's super, super fun, and that the fun fact they were able to share is that it is the only Skyliner system in the world where you can take off a cabin without stopping the entire system. It was a Disney requirement. We had to be able to do that for accessibility, and this is the only one that does it. So that is super fun. I was able to grab a card. They gave me a card and a sticker and this really cool Pog thing that I just found out actually has a bus wheel on it, and it was supposed to have a Skyliner, so they might be rolling those out. I don't know. I will show you what those look like. We love fun, free things. Into Hollywood Studios we go first.
The reason I'm not reacting as much to this video is because I'm enthralled by all of the information that is being delivered to me at this time. So I do apologize for that, but Riley is just spitting out fun facts, one after the other.
Okay, Indiana Jones, Epic Stunt Spectacular, always a classic. I just learned that it was supposed to open with the park in May 1989, but it didn't open until August because they couldn't figure out some of the technical stuff. So almost an opening day attraction, but not quite. We've got one more form of transportation left to get to Animal Kingdom, and that's going to be the buses. I'm excited to see if we can get some trading cards from the bus drivers. Let's go.
Oh, even the tram has a card. That's cool.
So we are here with my new bestie, Will.
Hi.
Hi, Will. Introduce yourself.
I'm Will. I'm from Texas. I work in parking at Hollywood Studios.
So cool. So Will here is, he does the parking, but we're talking about the trams today.
All right.
And so, Will, what is your favorite Disney transportation?
My favorite is the Skyliner. I know I work in parking, but I love the Skyliner.
And what is your tram fun fact?
The tram holds 212 people at full capacity.
And how many cast members are on said tram?
That would be four.
Four?
Yes, yes.
Wait. Where are the 4? I can only count 2.
If there was 2 training people, there'd be 2 in the front, 2 in the back.
So it can hold 4, but typically it has 2.
Yeah, so normally 212.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Any other thing that you want to say, Will?
That's all I got.
That's all we got?
Yes.
Thank you so much, Will.
That's kind of a crazy ratio. Like 2 people on there, 2 cast members, 1 to 100. That's kind of wild.
Since there was a bunch of tram team member or cast members here, we're gonna check the tram off. So I got the trading card, and there are 7 trains. I believe there are 7 different cards, but they only had blue on them. And I got Will to answer some questions for us. Check the tram off. I will take the tram later to go back to my car, but as far as like fun facts and the trading card, we've done it. Shout out to Will, he was amazing. So I caught one of the bus drivers as they were like clocking out for the day and headed out, and he had 2 different trading cards for me. And he told me that these are the Nova buses, 2 different styles, and they call them that because they're from Nova Scotia, Canada. So I think when it comes to buses, we have tons of information to unlock. And I wish that the cast members were like more easily accessible. You have to like catch them as they're like trading shifts, which is so annoying because they want to go home or take their break, right? But this is park to park, our last park to park transportation to Animal Kingdom. Hakuna Matata. I chose to go to the Yak and Yeti and get some crab rangoon dip because it's my new favorite thing. And a 5 out of 5 Damsel Delight. It is delicious. So Animal Kingdom, transportation check, activity check. Now on to the trams at the TTC. Here I come. Let's chat about the buses. In order to get back to the Transportation Ticket Center from Animal Kingdom or really any of the other parks, it's kind of hard. You have to get to a Magic Kingdom resort to then get back to the TTC, or like go to the Magic Kingdom and then take the whole monorail loop or whatever. So I chose the bus to Contemporary because that was the first bus to show up. I will take the monorail from here to the Transportation Ticket Center and then get back on the parking trams to get back to the car. But let's chat about the buses really quick. So I say that they are like the unsung heroes of Walt Disney World because they are the backup transportation across the board. Monorail goes down, you get on a bus. The Skyliners go down, you get on a bus. I don't think the boats ever go down, but for some reason, if they like stop running the boats, they're gonna have buses running.
I think they go down for weather, lightning.
They do not stop until the last guest has left the park. May not be the fastest or the most glamorous, but they are by far the most reliable. They are the backup system. They are the backbone of the transportation here at Walt Disney World. And I also absolutely love how nerdy all the bus drivers get about their buses. So if you have a somewhat empty bus and kind of a fun vibe on a bus driver, go ahead and ask them about their buses, and they're going to tell you the most amazing fun facts, and they're going to nerd out, and it's just like the cutest thing ever. Yeah, they've got a giant fleet. We've got wrapped ones, not wrapped ones. Let me know which your favorite character wrap bus is. Mine is Minnie. I think she's just the most adorable thing ever. Non-Fab 5, I'd probably choose Figgy because I'm a Figgy girl. That's what I got for the buses for today. Oh, I did ask bus driver Patty if they have any of the purple seated buses left, and she said she wasn't sure. So that makes me feel really sad because those are like my Disney buses. Anyway, I'm gonna take one little monorail jaunt back to the TTC, so come with me for that.
This is me jaunting back to the TTC.
Behind me is the monorail track that heads straight into the Contemporary. My favorite thing that they did the last round, they updated all the monorails, is so now all of the cabins match like the outside train color. Monorail Coral will have like coral interior, whereas before they all had the same color interior. And when it is not Halloween or Christmas time, the lights that run the track match the color of the train as well. So during Christmas, which is it's holiday season right now, red and green, of course. And for Halloween, it's orange and purple. I just love that they've added those tiny little details. I just remember saying to my grandpa growing up, like, why isn't the inside stripe the same color as the outside stripe? And now it does that, and so do the lights outside, which I absolutely love. So the Contemporary is literally known for the monorail running through it. So it's one of those really Disney, 2 very iconic things that go together, the monorail and the Contemporary. So anyway, just wanted to share those fun things with you. So I just learned that the trains are built in Canada. However, they cannot withstand the cold.
The monorail is not a winter gal. She is a summer girl through and through. So thank goodness she lives in Florida. However, Riley is in her winter getup. So hopefully she was not temperamental this day. The monorail, not Riley. Clarification.
They are built to obviously withstand the high heat, as this is Florida, and it gets pretty spicy here in the summertime. So last night it got close to freezing. They had to keep the air pressure right in the tires, so they had to run the trains all night long. He said that they can house 10 of them in the monorail home base, which is behind the Magic Kingdom, but there are 12 trains. So I don't know. He didn't specifically say how many they had to run all night long, but they can't do the chili, which is, I think, maybe like soul sister of mine and the monorails. That's why we just like feel and vibe each other. It's because I also cannot do the cold. I don't like it. More fun facts about the monorail. Okay, it is wrap up time. I promise that I will get on the tram, the parking tram, to go back to my car, which is in the Villains lot. They run 2 trams here at Transportation Ticket Center because the lot is so big that they have a villain side and a hero side. I will get footage of it, I promise you. Transportation Day was so much fun. So let's kind of review our types and like the ecosystems and kind of maybe some pros and cons. And of course, we're gonna have a conversation with Frankie here in just a second. But so the boats, you've got like your ecosystem within the Magic Kingdom, and there are 4 different styles that live here. Same thing with the Epcot boats, right? You're gonna go from Hollywood Studios to Epcot and back with the hotels in between, but that's its own little ecosystem. Same thing with the Sasagula boats at Disney Springs. That's like the Disney Springs ecosystem, right? So those are all kind of confined. And the monorail is gonna run you from TTC to the resorts and Magic Kingdom. So the Magic Kingdom resorts to Magic Kingdom. So those are like that kind of that ecosystem, but it also takes you to Epcot. So park to park is doable, but you have to like get off and then transfer to the Epcot one. Same thing with the Skyliner. So it is a park to park thing. It's going to go from Epcot to Hollywood Studios, just like those boats, with also obviously resorts in between. But here's where the buses come in, guys. And this is why I feel like people don't talk about the buses enough. Like, I know they're not glamorous, but you can park to park directly. And when all of the other transportation goes down, the buses are going to be there to back them up. They are the backbone of the Disney transportation. I've never really had like a problem with a bus. So I don't know. I've had to like wait for weird things for monorails and like track changes, and the Skyliner gets windy and it has to go down. So, you know, they all kind of have their like little temperaments. But I just think that, again, the buses don't really like get enough hype. And they're the backup system. And like I said, they're going to make sure that you get wherever you need to go. They say they run like an hour or 90 minutes after the park closed, but I have had them like we're running until the last guest leaves. So definitely shout out to the bus drivers because they're amazing. But shout out to all of my amazing cast members who helped me collect all my cards today, gave me fun facts, gave me their time, gave me their knowledge. Disney World does not run without transportation or those cast members that make it happen. So, Frankie, thank you so much for this. I had so much fun and I learned so much. I can't wait to chat with you and kind of dive more into it and show you all of my cards and my goodies that I got today. I'm very excited. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my portion. And Frankie, I will see you in just a minute.
We'll see you in a minute. We're back in the studio. Riley, you had a spectacular day trying out all sorts of Disney transportation.
I sure did.
And it was a fun time to watch. I won't lie. I was enthralled with the video. I was like, I'm supposed to be reacting, but I'm learning right along with everyone at home. No shortage of fun facts on this channel. What was your favorite fun fact that you learned, or what was the one that surprised you the most that you thought?
It's not necessarily a fact, it's more of that even the monorail cast members are like, yeah, take the boats.
Yeah.
Just no. Like if I'm going to the TTC, it's to get on a monorail. That is the Disney transportation. But she was like, yeah, they're just not reliable. And it like hurt my heart.
Yeah.
What was your mind-blowing fact that you learned watching the video?
The thing about the Skyliner I thought was really interesting, how they had to be able to remove the cabins off the lines. That was very interesting. They think of everything. What was your favorite card that you got?
She's Fat Stack, and she's not complete.
You need the Sasagula ones? Is that what you said?
So I need the Sasagula ones. I don't have all the tram trains. And I know that because like the tram ones are numbered, but then all of the other ones aren't numbered.
Okay.
So I don't know, but the blue tram starts at 25 of 33. I got 25, 26, 27, 30, 31, and 32. And those are all trams. Those are all tram cards. So like I said in the video, the monorail has one.
That's crazy.
One and only one.
The tram.
And then the parking trams, which one may argue is not even technically transportation. You're just going from one end of the parking lot to the front of the park. Each color has a card. I guess I never said this, but the minivan also has a card. And I know that I'm missing one of the Skyliners because they said there were 3 of them, and that the red card, so the red cabin is the chaser. Favorite, probably the monorail, but that's just I'm a monorail girly.
You had amazing cast members that you talked with, which was really cool to see too.
They were all so great and so just eager and more than willing to share whatever little card they had or little, snippet of knowledge. Like I said, I wish I had really gotten more bus drivers, but it just didn't work out that way.
A lot of the transportation cast members, they have been there a long time. They have paid their dues. They've got so many cool stories, I bet. And that's why, like, just a side thing, like, if you're getting on or off a bus, a monorail, ferry, tell them thank you. Tell them I appreciate you because they're getting you to and from where you need to be safely.
My bottom line is talk to them. They are pumped and excited, and they are a wealth of knowledge. What is your favorite Disney transportation, Frankie?
I love the monorail, but I really love the Skyliner personally. When you can get your own Skyliner cabin and you're with like your friends, and it's just like a nice piece of zen in a crazy day, and you're typically going somewhere really fun. You're either going to Studios or Epcot or Riviera or Caribbean Beach or Pop Century or Art of Animation. Just a really cool, laid back ride. So that's probably my favorite right now. But I love a monorail as well. But your question you posed in the video, what is your favorite Walt Disney World bus? I am not even a Zootopia girly, but the Zootopia bus I just think is so cute. It's like all the animals on a bus, but you're on a real bus. Did you have anything else to add?
Think bus driver.
What is your favorite way to get around the Walt Disney World Resort? Are you a bus girl, monorail girl, Skyliner? Are you a boat girl? Let us know in the comments below.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you're looking for more of our challenge, aka science experiments, check out the link in the description down below. And as always,
like and subscribe for more. This is me driving the boat.
I'm gonna drive the monorail.
Oh, it should probably be like this then.
I don't know why it makes that noise, but it does.